Thank you very much. Yes, indeed, it is a day or so just after we have observed Human Rights Day, and we've seen all the political developments that have been going on in the past few days. But fortunately, we are here and we want to greet everyone and hope we are well rested after a well-deserved long weekend, let me put it like that. And also since we have not seen each other for some time since we were out on official business. So let me just request Advocate then to record the apologies for us. Advocate.
Every chairperson, we have the apology of the chairperson.
Okay, is it the only apology?
There's the only apology that I have, Deputy Chair.
Okay, thank you. Just. It seems as if my laptop is still in an overseas mode because I'm just struggling a little bit, but I hope it's fine now. Thank you. I'm sorry for that. So the agenda is in front of us. We have got a few items, pretty much a standard agenda. Can we have the adoption or the proposal for adoption of the agenda?
I so move, Chairperson.
And who are you?
My name is Dango.
Honorable Dango, thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Dango. Welcome back. I hope you are better now. I've learned that you have been in hospital and we really hope that you are fine now. Thank you very much. Honorable Nkosi, are you?
Thank you.
Honorable Nkosi is seconding. Thank you very much. So can we go to the minutes, Jeremy? Can we then immediately go to the minutes? Members, I have received the documents late because I submitted an apology. But those of you that have went through the minutes, maybe you can just highlight if there is any changes, anything. Can we?
Chairperson,
you can move.
Can I suggest that we go page by page?
Yes, we are going page by page. The first one is just the attendance. And then the second page, anything that you want to change there. Is as we are going page to page, I see under 5 matters arising, Advocate Pindela's name was spelled incorrectly. Advocate Pindala. Can we just correct that? I'm very strict on names and correct spelling of names. Yes, page 2. Can we go to page 3? Those that were at the meeting, you must assist us, please. Can we then go, if there is no corrections? Okay. Continue. Yes, Honorable Bibi. Sorry, Honorable Bibi, is there anything that you want to? Yes.
No, good morning, Chairperson Mama. I was going to adopt the minutes because I was there and I did read them. Thank you.
So there is a proposal. Proposal for adoption with corrections. Is there any seconder?
I second, Honorable Chairperson. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Honorable Bartlett. That is the dealing with the minutes. Can we then go to matters arising? Can we get to matters arising? Yes, Advocate.
Thank you very much, much, Deputy Chairperson. We have only one, which was the plenary of the 16th of March. Debate on interprovincial red tape reduction, transforming the service delivery value chain for faster growth and development. The other issue, Deputy Chairperson, in the last meeting I undertook to take up the issue of the bills with my counterpart in the National Assembly. We are still in deliberations insofar as that is concerned. I shall report progress to the next program committee meeting. Thank you very much.
I usually refer also to the footnote of the program when we deal with the minutes, and I maybe can just say that we have attended the Interparliamentary Union, and maybe also for the benefit of the members, I think we should tell you that the speaker is in Bahrain to appear in front of the Human Rights and Disciplinary Committee because of a complaint laid by the EFF for the fact of what happened at the sauna when they were removed from the house. But fortunately, Honorable Singh and Honorable Kwankwa from opposition was there actually to assist the speaker in reporting the fact that although there was that eventuality, but the internal processes was not yet finalized. I think Speaker will give that report, but usually we put events like that in the footnote, but it is part of our minutes, and I just thought let me also actually enlighten the members of the NCOP of that specific eventuality, because it has a direct bearing on Parliament. So that is just also on matters arising. Don't ask me any other questions because I was busy with other committees. I didn't attend that specifically, but we received the report from the speaker. So if that is the only issues, members, is there anything that you want to raise with regards to the minutes and the matters arising? If none, we will then now request the Honorable Programming Whip to take us in confidence with regards to the program. Advocate.
Thank you very much, Deputy Chairperson. The Programming Whip has indicated that he has a problem with the connection. He has requested me to take the programming committee through the program, but if he manages to connect, he will then proceed from where I would have left.
It's fine, Advocate. It's then over to you.
Thank you very much, Deputy Chairperson. With your permission, we have the remainder of the first term program as well as the second term program. Insofar as the first term program is concerned, the remainder of the second term program is the first term program is concerned. Today we have a sitting. We shall have a debate on taking motions, debate on taking parliament to the people report, as well as the debate on water infrastructure investment. And the theme would be building viable water infrastructure for sustainable and reliable water to communities. We also have committees that would be meeting. Then on Friday, if there are any joint committees, the joint committees will proceed with their meetings. And we have the Joint Steering Committee on Financial Management of Parliament that will also meeting, as well as the Select Committee on Appropriations. We then proceed to the 27th of March, which would be the joint workshop of the chairpersons of committees, the chairpersons of committees of the National Council of Provinces, and the committees, the chairpersons of committees of the National Assembly will be meeting in Johannesburg. We then proceed to the 28th. We will have a sitting for consideration. Our proposal is that on that day, we should deal only with one item, which is the consideration of the second adjustment appropriation bill, B4 of 2023. The joint committee of chairpersons will have the workshop also on that day until 1300 hours. Then at 1400 hours, we would expect all the chairpersons who would be attending to also join the sitting of the National Council of Provinces. Our request is that indeed the chairpersons should join, because on that day we will be taking a decision on the second adjustment appropriation bill, and that would be on the basis of the individual votes of members. Then on Wednesday, the 29th and the 30th of March, we will have the three-sphere planning session. Sphere planning session on the 30th of March will proceed until around 13:30. Then at 1400, we will have the questions to the president. Then insofar as committees are concerned, on the 29th, we will have the permanent delegates briefing the provinces on the bills that are reflected, the Economic Regulation of Transport Bill, as well as National Road Transport Traffic Amendment Bill and National Land Transport Amendment Bill. That will then take us to the end of the first term, with the constituency period commencing on the 3rd to the 17th of April. In between, we shall have Easter holidays. Just to remind members that the deadline for submission of questions to the Deputy President would be the 31st of March. Thank you very much, Deputy Chairperson. That takes me to the end of the presentation on the first term program, the remainder of the first term program. Thank you very much.
I think, Advocate, why don't you continue?
Proceed.
Yes, proceed and give us the second term, unless members there is anything that you want to have clarity on the remainder of the first term.
Chairperson, if I may just appeal.
Yes.
On the 3rd, there's a briefing session by DIRCO for a committee consisting of DTIC, trade and industry, labor, and international relations, intended for a meeting on the 5th to meet with the European Parliament, the South African Parliament to meet with the European Parliament. Thus far, only 3 members have responded. May I just request that members take note and whips take note, so that they can please remind members to respond, because we can't meet the full parliamentary delegation from Europe being 3 members. Thank you.
Can I also, can I request, Advocate, that we make sure that important events like that is always put in the footnote, so that we can take note of it in the program, so that we don't, people like us that are not in committees, it is not just sprung on us like this, but that we must know. I also see that Honorable Abuskagni is indicating that they have never received the invite. So can issues like this just be communicated more efficiently, so that members can be aware of it? Some of us that are not serving in committees, we are not aware of things like that, and we can just request that the administration make sure that the invitations are spread broadly. It's just my take on that one, and I think it's important. Thank you, Honorable Dango. Advocate, if you can deal with that one. If there is nothing else, we can go to the second term program.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Deputy Chairperson. We have noted the request. We shall implement that. And so far as the second term program is concerned, the second term will be dominated by the briefing on strategic plan by the departments, as well as the policy debates. Starting from the 17th of April, we shall have the 17th of April will be deadline for submission of questions to Cluster 4B, Economics, which would be scheduled for the 4th of May 2023. Then we will have the Joint Committee on Ethics and Members' Interest. We will then proceed to the 18th. We will have the chairpersons of committee meetings, as well as the briefing by the departments insofar as their strategic plan, their budgets, and their APPs are concerned. That will continue on the 19th And also deadline on the 19th, deadline for submission of questions to cluster 4C, economics scheduled for the 9th of May. We will proceed with the briefings. And then on the 20th of April, have questions to the Deputy President. Then the 21st of April would be deadline for submission of questions to cluster 4D, economics scheduled for 11th of May. Then we'll proceed to the 25th of April, the 26th of April. We shall be having the briefings by the departments on their strategic plans, their APPs, as well as their budgets. Then we'll have Freedom Day on the 27th of April. We proceed to the 2nd of May, questions to cluster 4A, economics. Then we proceed to the 3rd of May. It would be a plenary consideration, to be motions, then to a consideration of several reports which are reflected there. Then we will proceed to the 4th of May, questions to cluster 4B, economics, public enterprises, public works and infrastructure, as well as communication and digital technologies. We proceed again to the 9th of May to be questions cluster 4C. Then we have the sitting on the 10th of May, the policy debate on budget vote. We'll proceed to the 11th, questions to cluster 4D, economics. Then I'm sure the committees will also be meeting to deal with the strategic plans of the departments. We will proceed then to the 16th, the 17th, and the 18th of May. We'll be having sittings on policy budget votes. The same would apply to the 23rd, the 24th, and the 25th of May. Then on the 26th of May, it would be deadline for submission of questions to cluster 3A, governance, scheduled for the 13th of June 2023. We proceed, Deputy Chairperson, to the 30th. The 31st of May, it would be policy debate on budget votes. And on the 31st, we have a deadline for submission of questions to cluster 3B, governance, scheduled for the 15th of June 2023. Policy debates will continue on the 1st of June, the 6th of June, the 7th of June, as well as the 8th of June. We will then proceed to the 13th of June. We'll have questions to cluster 3A, governance. Then on the 14th of June, there is a proposal for youth parliament. I'm sure the Deputy Chairperson will confirm that. We then proceed to the 15th of June. We'll have questions to cluster 3B, governance. Then the 16th of June would be Youth Day. Then we'll proceed to the 20th, the 21st. I'm sure if there's anything that would arise, we would still have something there insofar as the sittings are concerned. Then we'll have the 22nd of June. It would be consideration of the appropriation bill. That would be the last day for the second term. Then we'll have constituency period starting from the 26th to the 30th, to the 31st of July. Deputy Chairperson, we still have to get the budget votes insofar as the debates are concerned. As soon as we have that, I'm sure we will indicate which budget vote will be debated when. The committees will still have to give us the programs insofar as the consideration of the budget votes are concerned. Thank you very much, Deputy Chairperson. That takes me to the end of presentation on the second term.
Thank you very much, Advocate, members. The framework of the second term is in front of us, and the remainder of the first term. Yes, Chair of Chairs, Honorable Nyambi. Honorable Nyambi.
Thank you, Deputy Chair. Greeting to yourself, greetings to honorable members and ladies and gentlemen. I welcome the program as presented. There's only one issue that I want to raise, Deputy Chair. Initially, our second term program was not as presented. That is why after the initial program, we went to guide another structure that has got an impact in what we're doing as NCOP, the JSC. That will be starting on the 17th till the 21st. And I can see we had a discussion with the chief whip that what you can do on that week, because we can't change everything, is to allow committees to continue with business.